Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Mr. Udisaman Udi PhD as a lecturer of academic speaking course. Hello everyone, my name is Jihan Salsabila from class 3B with the study number 22232100057. In this occasion, I want to discuss with you all about online education and traditional education. First thing first, there is a quote that says education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Well, from that we can know how important education is. Those important roles are what makes us need it. We all know that the times are moving forward and developing, so that many parts of life are also evolving. One of them is education. The development in education is development of learning methods, which namely online education or e-learning. Online learning is instruction that is delivered through the internet. Among other terms, it is frequently called e-learning. We've been using this online learning method for approximately 2 years since the span of COVID-19 virus. This policy means we have no reason to not continue our education. It's easy to get an education or even a college degree. It's one of benefit from online education. But beside online education or e-learning hard to use in some academic fields. That's why there is another method called traditional education. We've been practicing traditional education method since ages, and we know that in traditional education method, we usually long lectures, taking notes, and typically rote memorization. This method is actually good for our sociability and solidarity. Means that students wouldn't feel lonely when they are facing academic challenges. But in traditional method, we must think or account for some things like commuting demands and economic expense. If the classroom is far, time is also a factor to take into account. You have to decide whether the trip is worth it or not. So, both of them have their own strengths and weaknesses. So, since both have their own strengths and weaknesses, in my opinion, the best method that we should use today in our educational institutes is an online academics. It's because we already know that our technology is good enough to do an online learning. Also, because the class is flexible, so we can join it whenever and wherever we at. With online learning, we do not worry about time and cost effective like we shouldn't have to spend our money for the cost of travel to class, or we don't have to get dizzy about what clothes we will wear to go to the class. Based on Goodwin University news, the number of students taking at least one online college course has increased each consecutive year since 2002, and almost 70% of chief academic officers believe that online learning is a critical component of long-term educational strategies. So I think it's because online learning is more affordable and it is related to today's life related to technology. And I think many students who take online education are also possible because of the ease with which they can run the education, such as have flexibility in taking classes and working at their own pace and time. Second, face no commuting or parking hassles. Third, learn to become responsible for their own education with the information that available at their fingertips. Fourth, find the submission of assignments easy and convenient. And last, they are more apt to voice their own opinions and share and debate issues with other students, as well as learn from other students during the group discussion. But whether it's online education or traditional education, the important thing that you should to know is how your learning style and scheduling needs are. Well, maybe just it from me. If I'm sorry if there are many mistaken here. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.